There was a company that testified at that California state legislative hearing discussing 3D printing gun blocking. It's a company called Physna. They make something called geometric search. Geometric search is what would allow you to search, theoretically, search and find 3D printer files for certain things by looking through the contents of the file. That company is actually in bed with Palantir, and they testified there in explaining what their technology is. This is something that you really need to understand, that you should be more mad at your politicians than you already are. So the person that introduced this bill is Assemblymember Rebecca Bauer-Cahan. Rebecca Bauer-Cahan is chair of the Privacy Committee and Consumer Protection. So this is the woman whose job it is in California, the chief officer in enforcing your privacy throughout the state. And she is pushing a bill that would require your 3D printer to have blocking technology equipped into it that potentially connects to the internet to figure out what's going on. And that company that's going to introduce that is a company that is literally in bed with Palantir. Physna and Palantir announced strategic partnership to revolutionize 3D data analysis for defense and commercial sectors. We are thrilled to partner with Palantir to bring an unprecedented level of situational clarity to our customers, said Paul Powers, CEO of Physna. Combining our technology with Palantir's platforms will enable organizations to unlock unprecedented insights from their 3D data. And there is another interview with them where they say that they work closely with Palantir. I've also noticed that Physna has been deleting a lot of the posts on their LinkedIn. I forget if it was Paul Powers or Physna when I was looking at it, and I can't look it back up because it got deleted. But you'll notice that over the past few weeks, they've been deleting a fuck ton of posts since I've been going over this bill in my videos and hammering home how horrible this idea is. So if anybody knows how to find deleted LinkedIn posts, the same way that there are some websites that will archive old Reddit posts, I'm very interested in finding everything that was deleted by Paul Powers and Physna, because again, if you're deleting it right as we're discussing this, I imagine there's a reason. So let me get this straight. The company that stands to profit if this bill is passed, the company that will be selling the solution, is the company that is testifying in favor of the bill.
My name is Julian Chultarski. I'm a technical account manager at Physna. At Physna, we have spent years building geometric search technology for industrial applications. Geometric search is the ability to search 3D models by their physical shape rather than by text labels, file names, or tags. It has a variety of industrial use cases, and it can be directly mapped onto the task of detecting print jobs for regulated firearm components. It is mature technology, deployed at scale, and used every day in engineering and manufacturing. The same technology that can address the 3D printed firearm problem is already solving a bunch of other problems in industrial manufacturing. I'm here as an engineer talking about technology, not a salesperson. Physna is one company in a much broader ecosystem. There are similar tools available as open source projects, academic projects, and other commercial vendors working in this space. What I can offer is a credible view of what is possible based on what's already been built and deployed at scale in industrial settings. The hard work envisioned in this legislation, building robust, scalable, evasion-resistant geometric search, has already been done in the industrial context. What is needed for the 3D printed firearm problem is not to invent new technology. It is to configure proven technology for this specific application, get the false positive rates, calibrate it, and integrate it into the 3D printing workflow. This is solvable. It is already being worked on. And most importantly, it can be done in a way that respects the openness, the consumer rights, and the innovation culture that have made 3D printing such an exciting field to be part of. Thank you. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you.
And that company is in bed with Palantir. I don't know how much more I have to say. I've gone over this from every single angle at this point. This has nothing to do with gun control. This is about surveillance. And this is the thing that bothers me. My state does some stupid shit, and I've gone over the stupid shit that my state has done on this channel. I get it. I live in a right-wing meme state. I don't think California is any better at this point. I'll be honest. It's stupidity in the other direction, but it is the same brand of stupidity. You must keep in mind here that the woman who is pushing this bill is literally the chair of the Committee on Privacy, and she is advocating that every single fucking 3D printer or manufacturing device that is sold in the state of California includes software that's created by a company that brags about partnering with Palantir. That's fucking insane. You need to be madder at the members of the California State Senate that voted to move this thing forward for a vote. And if you don't contact your state senator right fucking now to tell them why this is bullshit, don't be surprised if 1 or 2 or 5 years from now, it's not just your 3D printer that is required to ship with software that comes from somebody partnered with Palantir that scans everything you do on it. Maybe it'll be your laptop. Maybe it'll be your tablet. Maybe it'll be the camera built into your television. I don't want to hear this slippery slope bullshit anymore, because every 3 to 6 months this gets worse and worse and worse, and it is not going to get better unless more people stand up to talk about it. Please, for the love of God, email your California state senator and let them know that if they vote to move this bill forward, you will vote for whoever their primary challenger is. If they do not have a primary challenger, you will donate to one. You will run and you will try to primary them yourself. You will vote for the opposition no matter how crazy they are, because this is a fucking meme at this point. I am linking to the California State Senate page down below. If you live in California, you are going to find your state senator. You are going to email them. You are going to call them. You are going to show up in Sacramento at their office and let them know that if this bill passes, you will do everything in their power to ensure that they lose their seat. This is not okay. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. If you find anything on this company that I've missed, I'm including a link to a wiki article in my user space on consumerrights.wiki down below. You are welcome to edit it. You do not even need to log in to edit it. Please do find all the information that I am missing. I am one man and I am up doing a video at 1 in the morning because I'm aggravated. I may have missed some things and there may be more if you continue digging. I encourage you all to continue digging. This is so much more than just Michael Bloomberg being a control freak and wanting people to have no 3D printer freedom for the same reason that he doesn't want women to be able to choose the fucking baby formula that they give their children. There's something more going on here, and I need you to help me figure out what it is. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now. Lastly, because I am asking you all to do your due diligence and research and look into all this stuff, I do need to point out some of the wrong rabbit holes that you've gone down so you don't do that again. A lot of you have made comments like this talking about how the person who's pushing for the bill is married to an executive of Watermark, a software company who develops custom AI-powered data collection tools. This needs to be called out. She's pushing a bill that she stands to profit from. This is not even close to true. There was also another comment that was saying that that company is announcing that they are going to make a bid with the state for a contract on gun detection shit. This is all complete AI fabricated bullshit. Don't believe it. I looked it up on Gemini and ChatGPT. It didn't take a lot for it to start spitting out a bunch of crap that wasn't true. Watermark is a company that makes ed tech shit, like course evaluations and survey, curriculum strategy, student learning, planning and self-study. This has nothing to fucking do with detecting a 3D printed gun. Absolutely nothing. The company that actually makes this type of software is Physna. They are the ones bragging about making this type of software. They are the ones that showed up to testify about it. They are the company that you should be looking into, not this. This is complete AI fabricated bullshit. And the last week, Gemini made up that I was sponsored by Ground News. A few months ago, I did a video on an AI generated video that made up a complete fake story about right to repair that was not true. AI makes shit up all the time. And I get that you want this to be true. I get that it would be a really cool conspiracy, but this is not the road to go down. And if anything, if the actual assemblywoman that is pushing this bill ever gets to the point of watching this video and she is mad at the fact that AI was making up stories about her and her husband, okay, listen, I agree with you. That's bullshit, which is why you shouldn't be putting AI in everybody's fucking 3D printer. Look at how bad it is. I think this is a great fucking example right here. The AI is making up shit that is not true about you. Maybe it's going to make up shit about what people do with their 3D printer. Just my opinion. So I have an article on Physna over here that I would like your contributions to if you have any way of improving and making this better. And I also do have an article defending the actual person pushing this bill against false claims that are being made about her by AI slop, because I believe in applying the same standards to the people that I dislike, that I don't want in office, that I would want applied to me. Just because we don't like somebody doesn't mean we make things up about them to make them sound worse than they do. That is Reddit tier bullshit. We do not do that. We are grown-ups here. I don't like when people do this shit to me. We're not going to do it to other people. That's not how this works. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to get some sleep, and I'm going to keep digging into this tomorrow. Bye now.